Okay, so today we are discussing for group discussion 3. So for today group 2 will recite their poem. So first of all, I'm gonna introduce the group members again. So for group 1, we have Alia, Shakirin, and Farah. For group 2, we have me, Dina, Irene, and Fateh. Okay, so I think Fateh can share the screen so everyone can see the poem.
Okay. Can you guys see it?
Not yet. Okay then. There.
Yes.
Yes. All right. So from group 2, the issues that we want to talk today is about poverty, and the title of our poem is The Kind of World We Live In. So we are going to take part to recite the poem. So the one who will go first is Irene. You can read the first paragraph.
So I will start reading. So, poverty, without shelter, homeless on the street. Children were crying for bread, hungry and shivering, and nowhere to go. Poverty is an obscenity for human society. Then Fateh.
Yeah, I will read the graph. All that I can see is the true misery. No cozy bed like in my fantasy. Busy roads and the night breeze blew soft and steady. Shredded shirt and trousers on my body. Is this what we call poverty? My coffee is the plain water. My smartphone is an old newspaper. My air conditioner is the wind from nature. And my only blanket is the heart from my mother. I wonder, when will things get better? So the next one is Dina.
They are reaching out their hands, begging for help, but we hide our hands behind our back, claiming that we are clueless, but the truth is, we are just plain ignorant. Okay, so that's all for the poem recitation. So for group 1, do you guys understand our poem? What are we trying to talk about?
Yeah, I understood. The poverty basically is the topic, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
True.
Okay.
So,
So you guys got.
So Irene, can you explain a bit about your paragraph?
Yeah. So the first three is the example for the poverty, and the line poverty is an obscenity for human society. The obscenity means like, for example, curse for the human society. Why poverty is a curse for the human society? Because poverty lead the poor people towards bad way to earn their livelihood. For example, they start stealing or commit various kind of criminal due to the financial problem. Like they have mental stress on earning money, and they also easily trapped in the network of criminal who offer them large money to commit the crime. So other than that, they also suffer from hunger. So I think poverty is a curse for human society. So do you all understand?
It's a curse for human society.
Yeah.
So Shakirin, do you understand about the first paragraph? You seem clueless. Oh, you understand? Yes, understand. Okay. For the second paragraph that I made this paragraph based on how I imagine that I am the one that suffering the poverty. So all that I can see is through misery, and because everyone else, I dream to live like everyone else. Clothing, make wear fancy clothes and can eat anywhere they like. So, but what I experience is the true misery, not like everyone else. And like no cozy bed, like in my fantasy, just like I dream to have that kind of living, but I cannot. And busy roads and the night breeze blew soft and steady means that sometimes I sit at the what we call in beside the road, what we call it as sidewalk. I sit there and watch the cars. So the next one is shredded shirts and trousers on my body. That's no problem. And I end it with the question: is this what we call poverty? Because not everyone understand what is poverty is. So the next paragraph about how I tell the reader about what I experienced. Okay, I will explain again about my paragraph. This paragraph. This paragraph is about how I see my surrounding, my environment, and I compare my things with what rich people have. I compare it. So this line, my coffee is the plain water. When everyone drink the coffee, I only drink plain water. My smartphone is an old newspaper. When everyone got the information from smartphone, I only got the information from newspaper. My air conditioner is living from nature. I think everyone can understand. And my only blanket is the hug from my mother. This one is because we are poor, so that in the night, that only blanket that I got is from my mother hugging me. So I wonder when will things get better. This is what I hope, that everything will get better for my family and everyone around me. So the next two paragraphs, now can you explain about it?
All right. So basically, for the last two paragraph, I was talking about that we are doing nothing to help the poor people, the people in poverty, because they are like trying to reach out their hands towards us, but we just like turn a blind eye on them, like acting like we don't know like single thing that happening at the country, like those place with poverty. We act like we don't know what's happening there, but actually I think the news already covered about those sort of things. So in conclusion, I think we people are just ignorant about these issues. So yeah, that's all.
So from group one, do you guys understand about this? Is
Yeah.
there any question to ask?
I just want to say about the tone of the poem. I think it's melancholic, is it? And anger at the same time at the end of it. Like,
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
we got like some switch of tone at the end of the poem.
Anything else to add? Shakirin, do you have any question?
No, but I really like your style of poem because at the first two paragraph, right? The first you describe about the poverty. Like many people didn't know what is the poverty about. So you describe about it, then you told the audience your experience, like the third paragraph, and the last paragraph is the you state that we are the cause of the poverty because of our ignorance. So that gave me goosebumps there. I really like this poem.
I'm not saying that we are the cause of the poverty. I'm saying that we turn a blind eye on them. Okay, like they have all this sort of donation that we can do. We can like give money to them, but we are not. You know, we have the chance to
Yeah,
help
yeah.
them, but we are not.
Like apa we I mean the we is the who who has the ignorance. Like they just looking at that that thing and they just go away. They didn't have empathy. Yes.
May I ask, like, do you guys have like two narratives? Like, the first part is like a narrative from the third point of view, is it? And then like Fatih's is like first point of view, and then back to third point of view. Or why is that? Why you guys do like two like different point of views in like in one poem? Is there any reason?
Well,
Because yeah,
I think Fatih can describe it.
no, I just
Fatih
want
can
to
give the
say that
explanation.
no, I just want to say that we have different ideas before, and we don't know how actually that the poem gonna be. So we just make our poem in our own idea, then we combine it like you guys did last week. So this is the result. The first paragraph actually is from Irene. Irene made it, and Irene, yeah, that is about third point of view. I don't know. It's because we have different ideas. Dina, do you know what Irene have an idea?
All right. Okay, so I want to justify our action in the poem, why we use different point of view. Okay, so in my opinion, I think we use different point of view because we want to approach different kind of crowd. Okay, we want to we want to tell that we want to tell the people that we put ourselves in their shoes. You know, like from the first paragraph, we are like talking about like in general, you know. But when in the second and the third paragraph, we like put our shoes in the people who suffers poverty. Well, at the end, we put ourselves in our like normal state. We have the all the privilege. Okay, so I think that's why we use different point of view. It might sound confusing at first, but yeah, I think that's justify our action.
Okay, I understood. Okay, it's like different crowds. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Farah, do you have any question, Farah, for this poem?
I think my only question is like, other than giving money, what else can you do to help these people in need? Yeah.
Instead of giving money, I think you can donate like some of the what we call it, some necessities. You know, like those. Okay, if you talk about in our country, there are some people not poverty, but like people that are poor. So these people don't have like clothes, like new clothes, so we can like donate some of our unused clothes to them. So I think money is not the only solution to help them. Okay, so we will proceed with the summary part of the poem. So what you guys can conclude about the poem?
That actually money can actually buy happiness. Don't use that money can buy happiness when it can. It's like the only reason that you can't be happy is because you're not grateful. So yeah.
I think that's an interesting summary to be done. Okay, so anyone else from group one?
I think the summary is we could actually do something to help people in need. So yeah, we should always try our best to help people who's like in poverty.
All right. Okay, so from Shakirin, you got any words?
For in my opinion, we as a people need to put ourselves in their shoes. Like we must have the empathy. So by that, the poverty will decrease year by year because you know empathy is the important nowadays. Just uh, we without empathy, the sympathy is not really um really give an effect to the someone life. We just sympathy, but we need the empathy too. Okay, okay, that's for me. That's all for me.
All right. Okay. So I think that concludes our meeting for today. So remember, for the next group discussion, we have group 1 to recite your poem on the other issue, which is what issue?
Food security.
All right. Okay, so you guys can get ready and we will meet next week. All right, so bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.